There is a powerful lesson to be learned when we embrace silence and stillness. What if, just maybe, the key to unlocking your greatest potential is not through shouting your desires to the world or forcing your way into every opportunity, but instead by quietly listening to the wisdom that already resides within you? The truth is, God, or the divine force that guides us all, wants you to stop talking. You've spent your life speaking, wishing, dreaming, and hoping, but often the act of speaking too much can drown out the very thing that you need most: clarity, focus, and divine guidance. It's time to quiet your mind, your mouth, and your ego and listen closely to what life is trying to tell you. Only then will you understand what it truly takes to achieve your greatest desires. In this world, everything begins with a thought. Every creation, every invention, every success story, and even every failure started with a single idea. It's easy to think that action alone will bring results, but action without thought, without intention, without purpose is often aimless and futile. For too long, you've been conditioned to believe that you must work endlessly, speak endlessly, and push relentlessly. The truth is, sometimes the best course of action is to simply be still and think. You are a powerful being capable of extraordinary achievements, but without the space to think clearly and without a solid, silent foundation, your dreams remain just that, dreams. It's time to create that space. The voice within you, that inner knowing, is more powerful than any external force. Yet in the hustle and bustle of daily life, we drown out that voice with noise. Our thoughts are clouded by distractions, by external validation, by constant noise that serves no true purpose. God, in his infinite wisdom, knows that silence is the key to clarity. When you cease the endless chatter and noise, you open the door to divine insight, to inspiration that comes from a higher place. When you embrace silence, you make room for divine guidance. The universe, or whatever higher power you believe in, has been trying to communicate with you, but you've been too caught up in the noise of the world to listen. Your desires, your dreams, your purpose are not going to shout at you. They whisper. And the only way to hear those whispers is through silence. When you silence your external and internal noise, you begin to understand your true purpose. You gain the clarity to recognize the opportunities that are meant for you. The world around you will not change until you change the way you perceive it, and that perception shift only comes through inner silence. You were born with the ability to tap into an infinite source of wisdom. Your mind, when properly focused, can attract anything you desire. But in order to activate that power, you must first believe that you have it within you. Faith is the catalyst that transforms desire into reality. Without faith, desire is just a wish. However, the faith you need is not a loud, boisterous faith. It's a quiet, calm, unwavering faith that grows when you trust in the process of life. Trust that when you embrace silence, you are opening yourself to a higher wisdom. Trust that when you stop chasing, your desires will come to you. Trust that your inner voice will always guide you toward the right action at the right time. God doesn't want you to be anxious or to constantly speak and ask for things. God wants you to trust in your inner voice, to trust in the power of your thoughts, and to know that your desires are already being fulfilled. The key is to have faith in the unseen, to believe that everything you need is already in alignment, even when it doesn't appear that way. For many, the act of stopping is the hardest thing to do. We are trained to act, to speak, to go after what we want. But in the spiritual realm, action without intention is futile. You cannot move forward until you first stop and understand where you are, what you truly desire, and the wisdom that already exists inside you. If you want to manifest the life you've always dreamed of, you must first learn to listen. Silence isn't about inaction. It's about thoughtful, focused inaction. It's about creating a space where your highest self can speak to you, where divine guidance can flow freely. When you stop talking, you allow the universe to speak, and the universe speaks in quiet whisper. Success is not a matter of chance. It's a matter of mental discipline. Your thoughts are the foundation of your reality. When you focus on negative thoughts or on worries and doubts, you attract those very things into your life. However, when you discipline your mind to think clearly, positively, and purposefully, you begin to attract success in all its forms. This discipline doesn't come from force or from an unrelenting pursuit of external goals. It comes from mental silence. When you can silence your mind, you will find that your thoughts become sharper, more focused, and more aligned with your true desires. You've likely heard of the law of attraction, the idea that like attracts like. The truth behind this law is simple. Your thoughts and emotions emit vibrations, and those vibrations attract experiences, people, and circumstances that match them. If you're constantly thinking about lack, worry, or fear, you will attract more of those things. If, on the other hand, you focus on abundance, gratitude, and positivity, you will attract more of those qualities into your life. But here's the catch. The law of attraction doesn't work when your mind is chaotic. You cannot attract positive outcomes with a mind filled with doubt and confusion. The law of attraction requires focus, and focus requires silence. When you quiet your mind and focus on positive thoughts and feelings, you activate the law in your favor. In your pursuit of success, remember this: success is not achieved through constant talking or pushing. It is achieved through the power of thought, focus, faith, and above all, silence. When you stop talking, you make space for wisdom. When you stop forcing, you open yourself to receive. When you quiet your mind, you can finally hear the divine guidance that is always with you. God wants you to shut up not because he doesn't want to hear you, but because he knows that in silence you will find the answers you've been searching for. Your greatest desires are waiting for you in the silence. Your true path is revealed in the stillness. The answers you seek are already within you, waiting for you to listen. Stop talking, start listening, and watch how your life begins to transform in ways you never imagined. Many people are trapped in a cycle of perpetual motion, always acting, speaking, and reacting. We're encouraged to constantly push forward, speak our desires into the universe, and make noise to get attention. However, what if the most important thing you could do for your success is not speak more, but speak less? What if the act of stopping, of quieting the chaos around you, is actually the doorway to unlocking your greatest potential? When you stop the constant noise, whether it's your own internal dialogue or the clamor of the world, you create the space for something incredibly powerful to emerge: clarity. In silence, your mind clears, allowing you to focus on the most important thoughts and goals that align with your true desires. Without the distractions, your intuition becomes sharper. It's in that stillness that the true direction of your life reveals itself as the noise of confusion and doubt quiets down. Most of us are constantly talking to ourselves, worrying, planning, analyzing, and often we're speaking to others too much. This constant flow of words can leave us feeling mentally drained and overwhelmed, which makes it harder to think clearly. When you learn to embrace silence, you learn to listen to the deeper wisdom that already exists inside you. Your mind is not cluttered with endless distractions, and this clarity of thought is the first step in achieving any goal or dream. Moreover, silence offers a profound opportunity for divine guidance. Many people spend their lives in pursuit of external validation, always looking outside of themselves for answers, approval, or solutions. But often, the answers we need are already within us. In moments of quiet reflection, you can tune into this deeper sense of wisdom. It's not through the noise of the world, but through stillness that you connect with the divine, or whatever higher power you believe in, guiding you along your path. This divine guidance doesn't come with a loud, booming voice, but as a soft whisper, often missed amidst the daily rush. When you're constantly moving, talking, and reacting, you may miss these subtle nudges, signs, or insights that could guide you toward your goals. By quieting your mind and listening, you make yourself open to hearing these messages and recognizing the opportunities that are meant for you. In silence, you find peace, focus, and understanding. When you stop talking and begin listening, both to your inner self and to the world around you, you unlock the doors to greater success. Instead of constantly striving, pushing, and seeking, you simply allow things to unfold as they should. You start to see things clearly, make more informed decisions, and align your actions with your purpose. Silence is not an absence of activity, but a foundation upon which your success can be built. The more you embrace it, the more you open yourself to the answers you've been seeking all along. Everything in life begins with a thought. It's easy to overlook this fact, especially in a world that places such a heavy emphasis on action. We are conditioned to believe that success is solely about doing, about working harder, striving endlessly, and pushing forward without pause. However, what many fail to realize is that every action, every decision, every accomplishment, and even every failure begins with a single thought. It is this initial spark that shapes our reality, guiding the course of our lives in ways we often don't fully comprehend. Thoughts are not just fleeting mental images or idle daydreams. They are the building blocks of everything we experience. The mind is an incredibly powerful tool, and when we focus our thoughts with intention, we are creating the foundation for the reality we want to experience. This is where success begins, not in the frantic rush to act or achieve, but in the quiet, deliberate process of thought. If you want to achieve greatness, you must first learn to master your thoughts. It's important to understand that action without intention is futile. Too often, we jump into tasks without thinking them through, driven by a sense of urgency or the belief that working harder will somehow bring us closer to our goals. While action is necessary, it is not enough on its own. Without clear intention, action becomes aimless, and it's easy to find yourself spinning in circles without ever making significant progress. It's the same as setting off on a journey without a map or a destination. No matter how hard you try, you will likely end up lost or wandering in the wrong direction. True success comes from aligning your thoughts with your purpose and your actions with clarity. Before you take any action, take a moment to reflect on your intentions and the thoughts that are guiding your decisions. Are your thoughts in line with your goals? Are they focused on the future you want to create? Or are they scattered and unclear? Success is born from the clarity and focus of your thoughts, which in turn shapes the actions you take. Manifesting your desires requires more than simply wishing for something to happen. It requires focusing your thoughts on that desire with unwavering purpose. When you direct your mind toward what you truly want, your actions will begin to reflect that intention. You will find yourself making choices, taking steps, and encountering opportunities that align with your vision. Thoughts are the blueprint for the life you want to build. The clearer and more purposeful your thoughts are, the more clearly your actions will reflect those thoughts. Furthermore, thoughts are magnetic. What you think about most often, you tend to attract. If your mind is filled with thoughts of doubt, fear, or negativity, you will attract more of the same into your life. Conversely, when your thoughts are focused on abundance, success, and positivity, you begin to attract opportunities, people, and situations that align with those thoughts. The law of attraction is not some mystical, unfounded idea. It is based on the simple truth that thoughts have energy. When you focus your mind on what you want, you begin to magnetize those desires toward you. The key to using your thoughts to shape your reality is discipline. It's easy to let your mind wander, to be consumed by distractions, or to be pulled away by negative thinking. But the most successful people in the world understand the power of thought, and they make it a practice to control their thinking. Every time a negative thought arises, they redirect it toward a positive, purposeful thought. They remain focused on what they want to achieve, and as a result, they attract the opportunities and experiences necessary to bring those goals to fruition. Ultimately, the foundation of success lies in the power of your thoughts. Thoughts are the seed from which everything grows. If you want to change your reality, you must first change your thoughts. By focusing your mind with intention and clarity, you set the stage for your actions to align with your desires. Success is not about relentless doing. It's about purposeful thinking and aligned action. When you master your thoughts, you unlock the potential to manifest anything you truly desire in your life. Faith is the cornerstone of transforming your desires into reality. It's easy to believe that success is a product of effort, willpower, and force, but without faith, all the action in the world will be in vain. Faith, however, is not about blindly hoping or waiting for things to happen. It is not about loudly declaring your desires to the universe or demanding results. True faith is quiet, steadfast, and rooted in the belief that what you seek is already on its way to you. It is a deep trust in your inner voice and the divine guidance that will lead you toward your greatest success. Faith in your inner voice is perhaps the most powerful tool you can wield. Your inner voice, that quiet whisper of intuition and understanding, is often drowned out by the noise of the world. The opinions of others, societal pressures, and your own doubts can easily cloud the wisdom within you. Yet when you learn to quiet the noise and listen deeply, you realize that your inner voice is always guiding you, always leading you toward your highest potential. The key is trusting that voice even when it contradicts the external noise or seems uncertain. This faith isn't a boisterous or loud kind of faith. It's calm, steady, and unshaken. It's the kind of belief that allows you to stay grounded when external circumstances appear uncertain. The world may be chaotic and others may doubt you, but your faith in your inner voice will never steer you wrong. True faith doesn't require you to shout about your desires or demand immediate results. It simply requires you to trust that everything is unfolding as it should, and that your inner wisdom knows the best course of action. Too often we let our fears and doubts override the quiet certainty that lives inside us. We think we need to push harder, to do more, to constantly strive for validation. But in reality, what we need most is to cultivate the kind of faith that can guide us through uncertainty. His faith allows us to make decisions with confidence, to take inspired action when the time is right, and to wait patiently for the right opportunities to come our way. It gives us the strength to keep moving forward even when the road ahead seems unclear. When you have faith in your inner voice, you understand that you don't need to know every step of the journey right now. The divine guidance you receive will lead you precisely where you need to be at the right time. Faith doesn't mean you will always have all the answers, but it does mean trusting that you will be led exactly where you need to go. And as you begin to follow this guidance, you will notice how opportunities begin to unfold, how circumstances start to align, and how things start to fall into place. Faith also involves a deep trust that you are worthy of the success you desire. You may encounter challenges along the way, but with unwavering faith in your inner guidance, you can overcome anything. Challenges are not obstacles. They are opportunities to learn, grow, and strengthen your faith. Every setback is an opportunity to reaffirm your belief that you are on the right path and that everything is happening for your highest good. Ultimately, the faith you need to transform your desires into reality is not a loud, forceful faith, but a quiet inner conviction. It's the kind of faith that requires you to listen to your inner wisdom, trust the process, and believe in your divine guidance. This unwavering belief will lead you toward your success, helping you stay aligned with your true purpose. So instead of seeking validation from the world or trying to force your way forward, trust in the quiet, steady voice within you. In doing so, you will discover that everything you desire is already within your reach, waiting for you to embrace it with faith. Achieving success is not simply about relentless action, pushing yourself to the limit and constantly striving without pause. While action is necessary, it is not the sole determinant of success. Instead, success begins with a much deeper and often overlooked factor: mental discipline. In a world that values outward motion, speed, and productivity, mental discipline is the foundation that will carry you further than any external effort ever could. Mental discipline is the ability to control your thoughts and emotions in a way that aligns them with your desires and purpose. It's the art of focusing your mind, not allowing it to be distracted or pulled in various directions. Without this inner focus, all the energy and effort you put into external actions will be scattered, unfocused, and ineffective. Success doesn't come from just doing more. It comes from being able to think clearly, prioritize your thoughts, and align your actions with your highest purpose. One of the most powerful aspects of mental discipline is the ability to quiet your mind. In a world filled with distractions, information overload, and constant external noise, quieting your mind becomes a radical act. It's in the quiet that you begin to truly hear your thoughts, your desires, and your intuition. When your mind is constantly running, filled with anxieties, distractions, and doubts, it becomes difficult to think clearly. But when you silence that noise, you open the door to clarity, understanding, and a deeper connection with your true self. This mental stillness allows you to sharpen your thoughts. Just as a sharp knife cuts through with precision, a sharp mind enables you to make decisions with clarity and purpose. When you focus your mind, you become more aware of the thoughts that align with your true desires and those that lead you astray. This awareness gives you the power to consciously choose which thoughts to nurture and which ones to let go of. You become more intentional in your thinking, and that intentionality is what transforms your dreams into reality. The discipline of the mind also helps you focus your thoughts on what you want rather than what you don't want. Many people unknowingly focus on their fears, doubts, and worries, which then shape their reality. When you practice mental discipline, you learn to redirect your thoughts toward the positive outcomes you desire. Instead of dwelling on what could go wrong, you start to visualize and think about the steps you need to take to achieve your goals. This shift in focus, driven by mental discipline, is what allows you to make consistent, meaningful progress toward your success. Mental discipline also means being able to resist the impulse to react to every external stimulus. In a fast-paced world, it's easy to fall into the trap of reacting without thinking. Whether it's a negative comment, an unexpected setback, or a moment of doubt, reacting emotionally can lead you astray. But when you develop mental discipline, you learn to pause before reacting. You give yourself the space to think, assess, and choose a response that is in line with your goals. And this controlled response, rather than impulsive reaction, is what allows you to navigate challenges effectively and stay on course toward your dreams. Furthermore, mental discipline strengthens your ability to remain focused, even in the face of adversity. When challenges arise, it's easy to become discouraged, distracted, or overwhelmed. But a disciplined mind stays calm and remains anchored in its purpose. It's the ability to stay focused on your long-term vision, even when the road ahead seems uncertain or when immediate results are not visible. This resilience is what enables successful individuals to persist despite obstacles and keep moving toward their goals with confidence and determination. In essence, mental discipline is the key to unlocking your potential and aligning your thoughts with your desires. It is not about constantly forcing yourself to take action, but about cultivating an inner environment where your mind is clear, focused, and aligned with the outcomes you wish to achieve. By quieting your mind, sharpening your thoughts, and disciplining your focus, you will find that success comes more effortlessly, and your desires are not just dreams, but realities that are within your grasp. When your mind is disciplined, every action you take is purposeful. Every thought is aligned with your vision, and every challenge becomes an opportunity for growth. The law of attraction is a universal principle that teaches us that like attracts like. Simply put, the thoughts and emotions you consistently hold in your mind will attract similar circumstances, people, and experiences into your life. While this law is often associated with manifesting desires and achieving success, it goes much deeper than just wishful thinking or hoping for the best. It's about aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with positive intentions and allowing them to flow in harmony with the universe's abundant energy. The key to harnessing the power of the law of attraction is focusing your thoughts in a positive and purposeful way. It's not enough to just think about what you want. You must truly believe in it and feel the emotions that come with having it. Positive thoughts alone will not attract success. Your thoughts must be accompanied by the right emotions and intentions. When you think positively and align that thought with genuine emotions of gratitude, joy, and excitement, you create an energetic vibration that signals the universe to bring those positive outcomes into your life. However, in a world that is constantly noisy and chaotic, it's incredibly difficult to align your thoughts in this way. The distractions, doubts, and fears that fill our minds on a daily basis can easily cloud our focus and prevent us from cultivating the positive energy needed for the law of attraction to work. This is where the power of silence comes in. Silence is not just the absence of sound. It is a powerful tool that allows you to quiet the mental clutter and focus your thoughts on what truly matters. In moments of stillness, you have the space to reconnect with your intentions and gain clarity on what you truly want to manifest. When you quiet the noise of your mind, you create a clear channel for your thoughts and intentions to become focused and aligned. The chaos and doubt that often derail your progress are replaced by the calm confidence that comes with focused thought. Silence allows you to tune into your true desires, to understand what resonates with your soul, and to visualize those desires in vivid detail. This clear mental focus is essential to attracting the success and abundance you want in life. Without focus, your thoughts become scattered, and your energy is dispersed, leading to confusion and misalignment with your goals. By practicing mental discipline and embracing silence, you allow your thoughts to align with your true intentions. When you focus on positive thoughts and emotions, you begin to attract those very things into your life. The law of attraction is not about hoping or wishing. It's about creating a mindset that vibrates in harmony with your desires. This focused, positive energy then manifests as opportunities, relationships, and circumstances that match your thoughts and emotions. On the other hand, when your mind is filled with negative thoughts and emotions, you attract more of the same. Fear, doubt, and worry create a low vibration that repels success and abundance. If you constantly focus on what could go wrong, the obstacles or the challenges ahead, you send out a signal to the universe that mirrors those thoughts. Negative emotions and thoughts act as a barrier to the flow of positive energy and opportunities that could bring you closer to your goals. Without the clarity that silence provides, it becomes difficult to distinguish between positive thoughts and negative ones, and you may inadvertently attract negative outcomes based on your internal chaos. The power of silence, therefore, is not just about stillness in the external world, but also about creating a space where your internal thoughts can be focused and aligned. It's about quieting the noise of doubt, fear, and distraction so you can tune into the pure frequency of positive thoughts and emotions that will attract what you desire. By focusing your mind on abundance, success, and positive outcomes, you begin to see those very things manifest in your life. In essence, the law of attraction works best when your thoughts are clear and aligned with positive emotions. Silence gives you the opportunity to focus your energy on your desires, eliminating the distractions that would otherwise interfere with the flow of positive energy. The more you practice silence, the more you train your mind to focus on what truly matters. As you direct your thoughts toward your intentions and feel the emotions associated with them, you attract success, abundance, and opportunities that match your vibrations. By harnessing the power of focused thought and the law of attraction, you align yourself with the universe's abundant flow, creating a life that reflects your deepest desires. In moments of stillness, you release the mental noise that often drowns out the quiet wisdom of your inner voice. It is easy to become consumed by the pressures of the outside world, to constantly feel as though you need to push forward, to work harder, and to prove yourself. But true wisdom and clarity often do not come from external action. They come from the quiet moments where you allow yourself the time and space to hear your own thoughts clearly, without the distractions and demands of the world around you. When you stop, when you allow yourself to simply be, you invite divine insight into your life. This is not a passive form of inaction, but an active choice to step back and create space for answers to come to you. Silence, in its deepest form, opens you up to a higher level of awareness. It's in this silence that you may hear the whispers of guidance, the quiet nudges that tell you which direction to take or what choices to make. These insights are not always loud or overt. They don't announce themselves with force or drama. Instead, they arrive as subtle impressions, gentle thoughts that guide you toward your true path and purpose. But you cannot hear them if you're constantly busy, constantly rushing, constantly pushing. Stillness allows you to reconnect with your inner wisdom, the knowledge that is always available to you, but often hidden beneath layers of stress, worry, and distraction. When you quiet your mind, you strip away the excess noise that clouds your judgment and prevents you from seeing things clearly. It's as if you are tuning into a frequency that was always there, but you couldn't hear because you were too busy trying to figure things out on your own. In those quiet moments, you gain access to a deeper understanding of your true desires, your higher self, and the path that will lead you to your goals. The answers you seek, whether in your personal life, your career, or your relationships, are often already within you, but they can only be revealed when you stop searching externally and create the stillness necessary to listen. When you are constantly active, always striving, always doing, you miss out on the deeper wisdom that is being offered to you. Your true path is not always about taking more action. Sometimes it is about taking a step back, being still, and allowing yourself to receive the insights that will guide you forward. Stillness also provides you with the clarity to make better decisions. It's easy to make choices out of fear, impatience, or confusion, but when you allow yourself the time to sit quietly and reflect, you open up the space for clear, confident decision-making. The noise of uncertainty fades away, and you begin to see things from a broader perspective. You may gain a new understanding of your current situation or realize that the solutions you need have always been there, waiting for you to recognize them. In this stillness, there is no rush, no pressure, and no need to prove anything. It is in this space that you can hear the true voice of guidance, whether it is your intuition, the wisdom of your inner self, or a divine force that connects you to something greater. This guidance leads you down the right path, helping you avoid unnecessary detours and distractions. By embracing stillness, you open yourself up to receive the wisdom that will help you navigate the challenges of life with grace and confidence. True success does not come from frantic effort or constant motion. It comes from aligning with the stillness within, trusting that the answers you seek are already within you, and having the patience to listen for them. When you stop pushing, stop acting out of fear, and embrace the quiet, you create the space for the wisdom of the universe to flow to you. In this space, you will find the answers that lead you to your true path. What would your life look like if, no matter what happens, you always kept your focus and maintained a sense of inner peace? What if, no matter the obstacles or setbacks that came your way, you acted as if nothing bothered you? Today, I'm here to tell you that you hold the power to make that vision a reality. You possess the strength, the resilience and the ability to rise above the noise of the world. Life is a series of challenges, but these challenges do not define you. How you respond to them, however, shapes your destiny. Most people allow the world to disturb their peace. They let external circumstances dictate their happiness, their mood, and their performance. The truth, though, is that you have the ability to act as if nothing bothers you. You can choose to maintain your composure and harness the energy of the universe to propel you forward, no matter what's happening around you. Let me share something profound with you. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the creator of your reality. What does that mean? It means that your thoughts and actions are the driving forces behind everything you experience. If you allow external factors to rattle you, to disturb your calm, or to derail your purpose, then you have given your power away. But when you learn to act as if nothing bothers you, you reclaim that power. You realize that the world outside you may be unpredictable, but your internal world, your thoughts, your responses, your emotions are under your control. This doesn't mean you won't face hardships or challenges. It doesn't mean you'll never feel doubt or fear. No, acting as if nothing bothers you is about how you respond to these feelings, how you manage them, and how you maintain your clarity of mind and determination despite them. It's easy to get caught up in the emotional turbulence of life. One bad day, one negative comment, one failure can lead us down a spiral of doubt. But let me tell you this, none of those things can touch the core of who you are unless you allow them to. The truth is, the most successful people in the world, those who have achieved extraordinary things, are not immune to adversity. They face rejection, loss, criticism, and even failure. What sets them apart is how they handle those things. They act as if nothing bothers them. They understand that their true power lies in how they respond to the challenges they face, not in avoiding them. I want you to understand something. Success doesn't come from waiting for the perfect circumstances. Success comes from cultivating a mindset that refuses to be shaken. When you develop the habit of acting as if nothing bothers you, you begin to operate from a place of strength. You become unshakable, unmovable, unstoppable. So, how do you cultivate this mindset? How do you begin to act as if nothing bothers you? It starts with one simple shift. Control your thoughts. Your mind is a powerful tool, but it's also fragile. It can easily be influenced by negativity, by doubt, by fear, but you have the ability to train your mind to focus on what serves you, not what drains you. The first step is to become aware of your thoughts. When you catch yourself thinking thoughts that are destructive, that make you feel small or defeated, take a step back. Choose a new thought, a thought of confidence, of perseverance, of unwavering belief in your ability to overcome. When you face a challenge, ask yourself, how can I use this to grow? How can this make me stronger? When you shift your thinking in this way, you begin to act as if nothing bothers you. The challenges of life become opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. And when you approach life with this perspective, you attract the energy, people, and circumstances that will help you succeed. Another key element to this mindset is resilience. Life is not about avoiding problems. It's about developing the ability to bounce back when things go wrong. No one gets through life without facing adversity, but those who succeed are the ones who refuse to let adversity define them. They stand up, shake off the dust, and keep moving forward. Resilience is born from faith. Faith in yourself, faith in your abilities, and faith in the knowledge that no matter what happens, you can handle it. When you act as if nothing bothers you, you develop an unshakable belief in your own strength. You believe that no matter what obstacles come your way, you have the ability to overcome them. But what if the obstacles are big? What if the setbacks seem insurmountable? That's when your faith and your resilience will be tested. But this is where the real power comes in. You are more capable than you think. When you choose to act as if nothing bothers you, you tap into the limitless well of strength within you. You stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances and start seeing yourself as the victor. You become the person who finds a way to make things happen, no matter what. It's also crucial to remember that your energy is everything. The energy you bring into a situation will determine the outcome. When you react to life's challenges with frustration, anger, or negativity, you attract more of that energy into your life. But when you choose to remain calm, composed, and positive, you radiate an energy that others will be drawn to. You become a magnet for success, opportunities, and solutions. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to have it all together? No matter what's going on, they remain calm, confident, and unfazed. These people aren't immune to problems. They've simply learned how to act as if nothing bothers them. They've learned how to control their emotions and their thoughts. They've learned how to respond rather than react. And that is a skill that can be developed just like any other. Now, let's talk about commitment. Acting as if nothing bothers you isn't about pretending to be perfect or suppressing your feelings. It's about committing to your own growth, your own peace, and your own success. When you commit to becoming someone who is unshakable, you make a choice. You decide that no matter what happens, you will stay true to your goals, your purpose, and your vision. Commitment means doing the work even when you don't feel like it. It means taking action even when fear whispers in your ear. It means staying the course even when things get tough. And when you commit to this mindset, you will find that nothing, and I mean nothing, can bother you for long. So I challenge you today. Choose to act as if nothing bothers you. Choose to control your thoughts, maintain your composure, and rise above the noise of the world. Choose to face every challenge with unwavering faith in your ability to overcome. Choose to radiate positive energy no matter what is happening around you. When you do this, you will become unstoppable. The world will not be able to shake you. You will walk through life with confidence, strength, and a sense of peace that others will admire and be drawn to. And most importantly, you will be living your best life, one that is filled with purpose, passion, and unshakable belief in your own potential. Remember, nothing and no one can bother you unless you allow it. You hold the power to stay calm, focused, and resilient no matter what. And when you master this, you will unlock the door to limitless success. You hold within you a tremendous power, the ability to control your reactions to the events and circumstances that unfold around you. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that life is something that happens to you, that your emotions and actions are controlled by external forces beyond your control. However, the truth is far more empowering. You have the power to choose how you respond to anything that happens to you. Think about a time when you were upset by something outside your control. Perhaps it was an argument with someone, a setback at work, or an unfortunate event that disrupted your day. It's likely that in those moments you felt overwhelmed, helpless, or even victimized by the situation. But what if, instead of reacting with frustration or anger, you took a step back and recognized that you had the ability to choose your response? Every day, life presents us with a series of unpredictable events, both good and bad. We can't control the weather, the actions of others, or the challenges that come our way. But what we can control is how we react to those events. We have the ability to choose whether to let a situation bother us or to maintain our composure, no matter how difficult or inconvenient the circumstances might be. By choosing to act as if nothing bothers you, you take back your power. When you decide that nothing and no one can disturb your inner peace, you stop giving external events control over your emotional state. Instead, you adopt an attitude of calm and composure, knowing that your sense of self-worth and happiness is not dependent on the behavior of others or the unexpected twists that life throws your way. This doesn't mean that you suppress your emotions or deny that things can be difficult. It means that you are no longer at the mercy of your emotions or the external world. You recognize that you have the ability to pause, reflect, and choose a response that aligns with your goals, values, and sense of inner peace. It's about shifting from a reactive mindset to a proactive one, choosing how to approach challenges rather than simply reacting in the heat of the moment. When you make this choice, you free yourself from the grip of frustration, fear, and anxiety that often accompanies negative events. Instead of allowing yourself to become overwhelmed by anger or stress, you take control of the situation by choosing how to respond. In doing so, you not only maintain your emotional equilibrium, but also improve your overall sense of well-being and success. The more you practice this power of choice, the more natural it becomes. Over time, you'll find that you are less and less affected by the ups and downs of life. You'll become unshakable, unbothered by the chaos around you, and better able to focus on what truly matters: your goals, your vision, and your purpose. This sense of control and peace will not only enhance your personal life, but will also elevate your ability to succeed in all areas, as you won't be sidetracked by the distractions and obstacles that others may allow to derail them. In the end, the choice is yours. You can let life's challenges control you, or you can choose to rise above them, embracing the freedom that comes with acting as if nothing bothers you. The power to reclaim your peace and your path lies entirely in your hands. The way you think has an immense power over how you experience life. Every thought that enters your mind creates a ripple effect, influencing not only how you feel, but also how you act and how you perceive the world around you. If you constantly think negatively, you will experience a life filled with frustration, doubt, and missed opportunity. On the other hand, if you train your mind to think positively, to see every situation as a chance for growth and learning, your reality will shift accordingly. The beauty of this is that your thoughts are within your control. While you can't always control what happens to you or the circumstances you face, you can control how you interpret and respond to them. Your mind is like a garden, and your thoughts are the seeds. What you choose to plant, nurture, and grow determines the landscape of your life. If you allow negative thoughts to take root, they will flourish and cloud your perspective. But if you consciously cultivate thoughts of strength, resilience, and opportunity, you will create a reality that reflects those qualities. Recognizing that your thoughts shape your reality is a game changer. It means that you are no longer a passive participant in life's events, but an active creator of your experiences. This realization puts you in the driver's seat, allowing you to take control of how you react to challenges and setbacks. When faced with adversity, instead of succumbing to fear, self-doubt, or frustration, you can choose to shift your mindset and approach the situation with strength and resilience. For example, think about a time when you encountered an obstacle. If you immediately thought, "This is too hard, I can't do this," your reality would be one of defeat, and you would likely give up or struggle without progress. But if you changed that thought to, "This is a challenge, but I can learn from it and grow stronger," your reality would shift. You would be more likely to find solutions, push through the difficulty, and emerge victorious on the other side. The key to shifting your mindset is awareness. Start paying attention to your thoughts. Are they rooted in fear, doubt, or negativity? Are they helping you move forward or holding you back? By becoming aware of the types of thoughts you entertain, you can start to reframe them and replace them with more empowering, constructive ones. This doesn't mean ignoring the difficult feelings or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to focus on solutions, growth, and the belief that you can overcome whatever life throws at you. As you consciously change the way you think, you will notice a transformation in your reality. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach will become more apparent, and your ability to handle challenges with resilience will increase. Your relationships will improve because your mindset will be more focused on understanding and growth, and your self-belief will grow stronger. The power of positive thinking isn't just a motivational phrase, it's a proven tool that can transform your life. When you shift from a mindset of scarcity, limitation, or fear to one of abundance, opportunity, and confidence, you begin to see the world through a different lens. Instead of focusing on what you don't have or what's going wrong, you start to see the possibilities that lie ahead. Every setback becomes an opportunity to learn, every failure a stepping stone to success. In essence, your thoughts create your reality because they shape your actions, which ultimately shape the outcomes you experience. The more you recognize that your mindset is the foundation of your life, the more power you give yourself to create the life you truly desire. When you begin to believe that strength, resilience, and opportunity are within your reach, you will start to live a life that reflects those beliefs. Your thoughts are your greatest tool. Use them wisely to shape a reality that serves you. Life, by its very nature, is filled with challenges. From the smallest setbacks to the largest obstacles, we are all faced with adversity at some point or another. The key difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't the presence of challenges, but rather how we respond to them. Success doesn't come from avoiding problems or escaping hardship. It comes from the resilience to face them head on, to bounce back when life knocks you down, and to grow stronger with each challenge you overcome. Resilience is the inner strength that allows you to persist, adapt, and keep going despite the difficulties you face. It is not something that comes naturally to everyone, but it is something that can be developed over time. Resilience is essential to success because life's challenges are inevitable. Whether it's personal failure, professional setbacks, health issues, or unexpected events, adversity will always be a part of your journey. The question is, how will you respond to these challenges? The successful person isn't someone who lives a life free of problems. In fact, most highly successful people have faced far more adversity than the average person. What sets them apart is their ability to rise above difficulties, to remain determined when things are tough, and to keep moving forward even when the past seems uncertain. They understand that failure is not the end, but simply a stepping stone on the road to success. They know that each difficulty is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to come back even stronger. It's important to recognize that resilience doesn't mean never feeling hurt or discouraged. It means understanding that those feelings are temporary and that they do not define your future. Everyone feels down at times. Everyone experiences frustration, doubt, or even fear in the face of challenges. But resilience is about what happens next. It's about deciding not to stay down, to not be defeated by the setbacks, but to rise up, regroup, and take action again. There's an old saying, it's not how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up that counts. This couldn't be more true. Life isn't about being perfect. It's about being able to get up after you fall. Each time you get back up, you grow. Each time you push through a difficulty, you build more resilience, more strength, and more wisdom. Over time, you begin to see challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities to test your limits and to strengthen your results. Resilience is also about perspective. When adversity strikes, the first instinct for many people is to see the situation as something that is happening to them. But successful, resilient individuals view problems as opportunities to rise above, to learn, and to improve. They understand that every obstacle is a test of character. The way you choose to look at problems will determine how effectively you handle them. If you see adversity as a temporary challenge to overcome, you are much more likely to stay calm and focused, find solutions, and keep moving forward. In addition to mental resilience, emotional resilience is just as important. The ability to manage your emotions in the face of difficulty is crucial for staying calm under pressure. When you learn to control your emotional responses rather than allowing frustration, anger, or fear to take over, you can think more clearly and make better decisions. Emotional resilience means not letting negative feelings or thoughts paralyze you. It means acknowledging them, but not letting them control your actions. It's about using your emotions as a fuel to propel you forward, rather than allowing them to hold you back. One of the most important aspects of resilience is adaptability. Life doesn't always go according to plan. The path to success is rarely linear, and often the most successful people are those who are able to adapt to changing circumstances. They understand that flexibility is key in navigating the unpredictable nature of life. When something doesn't work out as expected, they don't give up. They reassess, adjust, and keep moving forward. They embrace change rather than resist it. Another component of resilience is having a support system. While resilience is about inner strength, it's also about leaning on others when necessary. No one succeeds in a vacuum. Successful people know the importance of surrounding themselves with a network of friends, family, mentors, or colleagues who can offer guidance, encouragement, and support when times get tough. It's okay to ask for help, and having a strong support system can make all the difference in bouncing back from adversity. Overcoming adversity is also a matter of persistence. Life will not always give you what you want on the first try. You may face repeated failures, rejections, or setbacks. But persistence is the bridge between failure and success. It is the unwavering determination to keep going even when the results aren't immediate. It's the ability to stay committed to your goals even when it feels like the odds are stacked against you. Resilience, therefore, is not just about bouncing back. It's about moving forward with an even greater sense of purpose and strength. It's about using every setback as fuel for your personal and professional growth. The successful person doesn't let adversity stop them. They use it to propel themselves to new heights. When you develop resilience, you stop seeing challenges as things to be feared or avoided. Instead, you see them as opportunities to build your character, sharpen your skills, and test your limits. With resilience, you become unshakable. A person who can endure anything and still move forward with confidence, knowing that no matter what happens, you have the strength to overcome. And that is what ultimately leads to success. Faith in yourself is one of the most powerful forces you can possess. It is the unwavering belief that no matter what life throws your way, you have the strength, resilience, and capability to overcome it. This belief in your own abilities doesn't come from a place of arrogance or blind optimism. It comes from a deep understanding of your potential, a trust in your capacity to rise above challenges, and the knowledge that every obstacle is simply another opportunity for growth. Faith in yourself is what fuels the mindset that allows you to act as if nothing bothers you, no matter how difficult a situation may seem. Having faith in yourself means knowing that you have what it takes to handle adversity, even when things are tough. Life will undoubtedly present you with obstacles that seem insurmountable at times. There will be moments when you feel uncertain, overwhelmed, or even defeated, but the key to moving through those moments is faith. When you trust in your own abilities, you give yourself the strength to push forward. You understand that while you cannot always control the events in your life, you can control your response to them, and when you respond with faith, you are more likely to find solutions, to persist through the difficulty, and to emerge stronger on the other side. Acting as if nothing bothers you is not about ignoring your emotions or pretending that everything is fine. It's about demonstrating an unshakable belief in your ability to navigate the challenges you face. When you act as if nothing bothers you, you are saying, I will not let this situation define me. I will rise above it and keep moving forward. This is the outward manifestation of faith in yourself, the ability to stay calm, composed, and focused no matter the storm swirling around you. This kind of faith is not something that is magically instilled in us. It's built over time through experience, reflection, and a deep understanding of our own strengths. When you face challenges and push through them, when you overcome setbacks, you build faith in yourself. Every time you rise after a fall, you reinforce the belief that you are capable, that you are strong, and that you can weather any storm. Faith in your own abilities also means having the confidence to trust your decisions. It means knowing that even when you don't have all the answers, you have the ability to figure things out. It means not allowing fear or doubt to paralyze you, but instead stepping forward with the conviction that you can handle whatever comes your way. When you trust yourself, you are more willing to take risks, to face the unknown, and to take on challenges that others might shy away from. When you have this deep-rooted faith, you stop being a passive observer of your life and become an active creator of your future. You trust that your actions will lead you to where you want to go, and in doing so, you begin to take ownership of your life, your decisions, and your outcomes. You no longer see yourself as a victim of circumstances. Instead, you recognize that you have the power to change your reality through your choices, your mindset, and your actions. This unwavering faith also helps you stay committed to your goals, even in the face of adversity. It gives you the resilience to push through when things get tough, to continue pursuing your dreams even when the road ahead seems uncertain. When you believe in yourself, you refuse to let failure define you. You understand that failure is not the end, it's simply part of the process. It's an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to refine your approach. With faith in yourself, you can look at failure as a stepping stone to success, not a roadblock. Moreover, faith in your abilities allows you to keep a level of emotional control. The world can be chaotic, and external circumstances can often leave us feeling overwhelmed. But when you have faith in your ability to handle whatever comes your way, you stay calm and composed, even in the face of adversity. You refuse to let negativity, stress, or fear take over your thoughts. Instead, you focus on the solution, on what needs to be done, and on moving forward no matter how difficult the situation may be. The most successful people are those who possess this kind of faith in themselves. They are not immune to adversity. In fact, they likely face even greater challenges. But what sets them apart is their belief that they can overcome any challenge, no matter how daunting. They act as if nothing bothers them because they know deep in their hearts that they are capable of handling whatever comes their way. This unshakable belief in their abilities allows them to remain composed, stay focused on their goals, and ultimately achieve the success they desire. Faith in yourself is the foundation of everything you do. It's what allows you to push through difficult times, to rise above challenges, and to maintain the mindset that nothing can stop you from achieving your goals. When you act as if nothing bothers you, you are showing the world, and more importantly yourself, that you trust in your own power, your own strength, and your own ability to succeed. This kind of belief is not just an attitude. It's a mindset that will help you navigate life's toughest moments with grace, resilience, and unwavering confidence in your ability to overcome anything that comes your way. Energy is one of the most powerful tools at your disposal, often far more influential than we realize. Every moment you are emitting energy, whether you are aware of it or not. This energy is not just a physical force, it's a combination of your attitude, mindset, and emotional state that affects how you interact with the world around you. The way you carry yourself, whether calm, confident, or composed, sends out signals that shape not only your personal experiences, but also influence those around you. Your energy determines your success, and it attracts opportunities, solutions, and people who align with that energy. When you walk into a room, your energy precedes you. It's like an invisible force field that communicates your emotional and mental state before you even speak. If you enter a situation with a sense of calm confidence, you radiate a positive energy that makes people feel comfortable, engaged, and motivated. On the other hand, if you project anxiety, stress, or uncertainty, that energy is felt by those around you as well. It creates an environment of tension and discomfort, which can negatively impact both your own productivity and the dynamics of the situation. The power of positive energy lies in its ability to shift perspectives and create favorable outcomes. When you approach challenges with an optimistic mindset, you become more open to solutions and opportunities. Positive energy is magnetic. It attracts not only people who share your optimistic outlook, but also circumstances that align with those who believe in their ability to find them. When you approach life with positivity, doors open where others may only see walls. You begin to attract people, resources, and situations that align with your energy and your goals. On the other hand, negative energy, stemming from self-doubt, fear, or a defeatist attitude, can have the opposite effect. When you carry yourself with an aura of negativity, people may be less inclined to work with you, and opportunities may seem to slip through your fingers. This energy becomes self-fulfilling. When you expect failure, you often find ways to create it. Negative energy not only diminishes your potential, but also blocks the flow of positive opportunities that are constantly surrounding you. In a way, negative energy acts as a filter that prevents good things from reaching you because you're not open to them. Your mindset is the root of the energy you project. When you cultivate a mindset of growth and possibility, your energy will naturally follow suit. People who carry themselves with a calm, confident, and composed demeanor are those who have mastered their mindset. They are not immune to stress, challenges, or obstacles, but they have learned how to handle those situations with grace and resilience. They recognize that their internal state has a direct influence on their external reality, and they choose to maintain a positive, proactive mindset. Being calm in the face of adversity doesn't mean being passive or indifferent. It means remaining composed enough to think clearly and make rational decisions even in moments of pressure. This sense of calm allows you to focus on solutions rather than problems, and in doing so, you exude an energy that is magnetic to others. People are drawn to confidence because it provides them with reassurance. When you carry yourself with a sense of belief in your abilities, others are more likely to believe in you as well, creating a mutually beneficial atmosphere that fosters growth and success. Confidence is a vital component of the energy you project. It doesn't come from arrogance, but from a deep-rooted understanding of your worth, your abilities, and your capacity to handle whatever life throws at you. When you trust yourself, you act with purpose and clarity, and your actions reflect that confidence. This energy has a ripple effect. Others sense your belief in yourself, and it encourages them to trust you as well. Confidence draws people to you, whether in professional settings, personal relationships, or any other area of life. The way you carry yourself also influences your own mindset. When you act confident, even in the face of doubt, your brain receives positive feedback. You start to internalize that behavior, reinforcing your own self-belief. The more you project confidence and calm, the more your mindset aligns with those traits, creating a virtuous cycle of positive energy. You begin to see challenges not as threats, but as opportunities for growth, which further fuels your energy. At its core, energy is about alignment. When your thoughts, actions, and emotions are aligned in a positive direction, your energy radiates outward in a way that attracts success. Positive energy doesn't mean being happy all the time, but it means choosing to focus on the possibilities rather than the limitations, on solutions rather than problems. It's about understanding that no matter what happens, your response is what truly matters. The more you consciously cultivate and project positive energy, the more you will notice a shift in your environment. Solutions become clearer. Opportunities appear where there seem to be none, and people are drawn to your optimism and determination. Positive energy helps you stay resilient in the face of challenges, maintaining a mindset of persistence rather than giving in to discouragement. Your energy is a reflection of your mindset and attitude toward life. When you choose to carry yourself with calmness, confidence, and composure, you not only influence your own success, but also inspire those around you. The energy you project creates a ripple effect, attracting positive outcomes and opportunities that you might otherwise have missed. Energy, like mindset, is a choice. And when you choose to harness it for your success, you unlock a powerful tool that can propel you toward your goals, no matter the obstacles you face. Commitment to personal growth is one of the most crucial elements in achieving long-term success, and it plays a central role in maintaining the mindset that nothing bothers you. In life, setbacks are inevitable and challenges are a given. However, it is not the obstacles themselves that define your journey. It's how you respond to them that matters. Acting as if nothing bothers you isn't about avoiding difficulties or pretending they don't exist. It's about a mindset of unwavering commitment to personal development no matter the circumstances. Personal growth requires a deep and ongoing commitment. It's a promise to yourself that you will continuously strive to improve, evolve, and become the best version of yourself, regardless of the hurdles life throws your way. This commitment to growth isn't something that can be achieved overnight. It's a lifelong pursuit that demands persistence, resilience, and an unshakable belief in your ability to rise above challenges. The key to personal growth is focus. It's about maintaining a laser-like focus on your goals no matter what distractions or difficulties arise. When you choose to act as if nothing bothers you, it's not about pretending that you don't feel frustration, disappointment, or stress. Instead, it's about understanding that your emotions and reactions are temporary and they shouldn't derail you from the path you've chosen. This is where your commitment to growth becomes essential. It's about maintaining your course in the face of adversity and staying focused on your long-term vision. Setbacks are a part of the process. In fact, they are often the very moments that can propel you forward if you choose to view them as opportunities for growth. A setback is not a failure, it's a lesson. It's a chance to reassess, to learn, and to strengthen the resolve that will carry you through future challenges. People who are committed to personal growth understand that setbacks are simply part of the journey, not the end of the road. Instead of letting difficulties discourage them, they use these experiences as fuel for their growth, adjusting their approach and refining their skills as needed. When you commit to personal growth, you are also committing to resilience. Life is full of unexpected twists and turns, and it's easy to become discouraged when things don't go according to plan. But resilience isn't about avoiding difficult situations. It's about facing them head on with a confidence that you have the strength to overcome them. By staying committed to your growth, you develop a mindset that refuses to give up no matter how many times you stumble. This kind of resilience allows you to push forward even when faced with challenges, knowing that each step you take is bringing you closer to your goal. Moving forward despite difficulties is the true essence of commitment to personal growth. It's easy to feel overwhelmed when things don't go as expected, but the ability to keep moving forward, no matter what, demonstrates a level of mental toughness and determination that is essential for success. The successful person doesn't stop when faced with a challenge. Instead, they see it as an opportunity to grow, learn, and adapt. This commitment to progress, despite setbacks, is what sets high achievers apart from those who give up at the first sign of difficulty. Commitment to personal growth is also about taking responsibility for your own development. It's not about waiting for others to inspire or motivate you. It's about actively seeking out the tools, resources, and opportunities that will help you improve. Whether it's through reading, attending workshops, seeking mentorship, or simply reflecting on your own experiences, a commitment to personal growth means that you are always striving to better yourself. By doing so, you not only improve your skills, but also cultivate the mental and emotional fortitude necessary to remain unbothered by challenges. Furthermore, personal growth requires self-discipline. It's easy to become distracted by the noise of everyday life, but staying focused on your goals means making conscious decisions about where to invest your time and energy. Self-discipline is the key to ensuring that your actions align with your aspirations, even when temptations or obstacles arise. It's about showing up for yourself day after day, and regardless of how challenging it may seem. This discipline will allow you to stay grounded in your pursuit of growth, ensuring that you move forward even in the face of difficulties. Another aspect of personal growth is the ability to embrace change. As you commit to your own development, you will encounter moments when you need to adapt and adjust. Growth doesn't happen in a straight line. It involves evolving, learning from experiences, and sometimes pivoting when necessary. This flexibility allows you to maintain your momentum even when things don't go according to plan. The person committed to growth understands that change is an integral part of the process and is willing to embrace it as they move forward. The commitment to personal growth also means having the patience to stay the course. True growth takes time, and the results aren't always immediately visible. However, the more committed you are to the process, the more you will see the transformation in your mindset, your abilities, and your resilience. Even in moments of doubt, your commitment to growth will keep you moving forward. It's this persistence, this refusal to be stopped by difficulties that will lead you to the success and fulfillment you desire. Acting as if nothing bothers you is a direct reflection of your commitment to personal growth. It's not about suppressing your emotions, but about maintaining control over your responses and remaining focused on the bigger picture. It's a demonstration of the inner strength you've built through your commitment to improvement. The more dedicated you are to personal development, the more capable you become of handling challenges with grace, confidence, and resilience. In the end, success is not defined by how smoothly things go, but by how you navigate the bumps along the way. Commitment to personal growth means that no matter what happens, you will continue to learn, adapt, and move forward. You will stay focused on your goals and trust that every challenge is part of the journey.